What up, folks? I'm UltraZilla, and today I have a review of the Figuarts Zero Ultraman Tiga multi-type. That's right, my Zillions. This is my first Figuarts Zero, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I believe it is, and it's an Ultraman. And as soon as I heard that this was happening, I was like, you know what? I should get this. This will be a perfect opportunity to check out this line, get another Ultra in the collection. It is a Tiga. It's got an interesting, like, you know, circular window box here, and the sides are open. It's pretty cool. I like how the beam continues there. That's pretty nice. So yeah, it's a statue-esque type of deal, but man, it looks really cool. It does look very, very cool. I don't know what this extra battle thing here is, but man, this is cool. Nice looking box. I got mine at Moteki sales, and I have to admit to you, even though I did think it was a cool thing to order, I actually forgot I ordered it. But it is what it is. I'm glad I have it. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So here's the Tiga statue right out of the package, but there is some assembly required here. You do have to take this and place it within here. It is keyed, so you have to get it quite right. And as you can see, he's got a big old hole in his hand. So that too, you have to place just right. And then there you go. There's your Tiga Figuarts Zero, and it looks pretty good, guys. But let's bring it closer and take a look. So let's start out at the effect part here. Beautiful beam. Look at that. It looks awesome. Nice translucent plastic. You can see it's got a little bit of like a pearlescence almost to it. See that? Oh, and it fell off, so I guess I didn't put it in quite right, or quite far enough in, or something. I definitely had it on the right angle. So I don't know if that's a thing. We'll see if it falls out. But then you got the big flash coming out of his arm. That looks pretty cool. Got some purples in there. I do like that. The arm attached to it is looking pretty decent. Some reds, some purples, some silvers. This arm here looks pretty decent as well, with the same color scheme. I like the suit accuracy up here, little folds and wrinkles, as well as at the elbows. These are the things that you can afford with static figures. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Or statues, if you want. You know, whatever. You know, however you go. Some, you know, old school people will just call them statues. You know, the paint isn't quite perfect. You see along the purple and the silver, it's not quite perfect in certain parts. But it's not terrible either. Chest is looking pretty good under here with the ribs. I like that. The chest there, where you have the color timer looks pretty good. The silver angle, haven't done that in a while, looks pretty good as well on both sides from what I could tell. The red has some nice little folds and wrinkles as well. I love all the folds and wrinkles by his hips there, and his Krajiji, all that. That looks pretty good going down the legs. Paint looks, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Over here, it's not okay. See that? First off, it's not aligning with the line, the purple, and then you got some glossiness down there. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like touching it. But we got some more glossiness over here in the red. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? And then his feet are just like in this pool of goo. Whatever is happening here, I don't know. I don't know the scene. We got some tentacles coming out and stuff. We'll look at that more in a second. I want to look at Tiga himself first. The legs in there are just okay in the back. Then he's got some more shiny stuff on his butt. The dorsal fin is alright. Silver and gold on the back. Looks pretty decent. The rest of the paint, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I love how this part kind of zigzags up his head. That's pretty cool. I like the back of his head there. It's a little bit darker. It's interesting looking. And then the head sculpt. Ears are okay, not bad. The compound eyes look pretty good. This gem in the middle looks pretty good. The mouth is pretty alright. So the head sculpt is pretty good. So the figure part of this guy, you know, it's got some paint issues, but I do like the pose. I think it's pretty good. And overall, I mean, it's got the look right, that's for sure. So let's take a look at this base because it is really nice. At the bottom, this is all you're getting right there, just flat black. And then you got this part, which I'm guessing is water, some dark water. Again, I don't know what the scene they are trying to invoke here, if there is a specific scene here. But I like it. I like the dark water going into the blue. It, like, radiates pretty nicely. The water all the way to the top looks really good, where it just becomes, like, clear white. Pretty nice water. I do dig it. You got, actually, back here, see, this is a hard plastic, more like the effect parts. And then back here, see, it's one piece. And then this piece here is more softer. So you can see it's a little bit different, but I don't mind it in the back. It's got a lot of nice, like, water-looking texture, which is actually really, really good. So I really do dig that. On the outside, it looks very, very, very cool. What do you guys think? I think it looks nice. So and that's how the inside of it looks. And then, like I was saying, you got some tentacles sticking out of the water. I don't know which monster these tentacles belong to. Wasn't the biggest Tiga guy, I'll be honest with you. But there's some, like, black goo coming out, I feel like. There's some blackness in there. I don't know. And the tentacles might be a little bit, no, I was going to say a little translucent, but they're not. Now that I could see past my view finder there. But tentacles are pretty good, nicely painted overall. Got some, like beige in there and stuff, and dark colors. And then you got these buildings that are all destroyed back there. I would assume they're buildings, or maybe they're not. I don't know. They look kind of weird, actually, now that I'm looking at some weird structures coming out of the ground. They look really good. If anybody knows what this is from, it's probably on the box, but, you know, you can let me know down below anyway. Start a conversation. They look good. You know, again, you got some, like, you know, browns and blacks in there. I do dig them. I do dig it. So, and on the bottom, that looks pretty good as well. I like how that looks with the tentacles popping out of that. This one, not so defined. But overall, you know, look, when you look at the finer details and you get really, really close, you can see some paint mess ups on Tiga, little out of the line stuff. But as a full package, yeah, that's a nice little statue. It is. It's not even little. It's a big statue. It's a nice piece. I really do think so. One last note, heft-wise, it's kind of light, you know. It's not, like, super heavy at all, so, you know, just wanted to mention that. For your size comparisons, here is the Tiga statue with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. As you can see, it's pretty big. And for one more size comparison, I thought it was fitting to bring in another diorama piece. This one from DST. It's Rodan, obviously. So you could see against another diorama piece, you know, just how big or small it is, depending on how you look at it. It is smaller than those. And my final thoughts, I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, Tiga, you know, he's not perfect, but I like it. I think it's a nice looking piece. The base is really well done. The effect part is really well done. You know, the pose is nice. The sculpt itself of Tiga is pretty excellent. So there's a lot to like here for sure. If you're into these kinds of display pieces, then this is something you should look into. It's a very, very cool Ultraman Tiga piece, and I'll say I like it. I do. And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. I got this at Muteki Sales. I don't know if I mentioned it at the top, but I did, and you can check them out through my link down below. Till next time, peace out, peeps.